Hello guys, how are you guys doing today? I hope every one of you watching this video, I hope you guys are doing good. I wish you guys everything you guys wish for yourself, positive, good. I wish you guys achieve what you guys put your mind to. I'm glad you guys clicked on this video to watch my content and what I have to say. Okay, my name is Kevin, and earlier I made a video a couple weeks ago. The video was titled "The Battle Between the Flesh and the Spirit is Real." And on that video, I talked about how I've lived a life of discipline, how I've lived a life of what we call semen retention. Like right now is a lifestyle for me, and this is June, I think June 21st, June 20 today, and I started retaining early February 2025. That was like February, June, that's like 5 months in without any kind of sexual intercourse. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I relapsed yesterday, Thursday. I relapsed Thursday with a girl off the internet. I met her and we didn't even talk for so long. I got her off a dating site. We didn't even talk for more than 2 days. Talked to her a day. The next day I talked to her again and we met each other. And I fornicated. And I feel bad because I shouldn't have done this at all because of my discipline and my promises to God, because my goal and my plans is to retain till I get to meet a lady we're gonna get married officially. And before I could think about having sex or whatever. So the reason why I'm making this video is to tell you my experience and what I learned from my experience, and to put it out there for anyone who's going through times like this, or anyone who would go through times like this, so you can learn from my experience. And yeah. What I shouldn't have done, I shouldn't have gone to her place. Like, I realize if I'm gonna be having any kind of communication back and forth with the lady, we're hanging out, going to the park, going to restaurants, yeah, we're gonna meet each other outside. I've been on this streak for 5 months, discipline, and when I met this girl, she was putting on some tight clothes, and my flesh was totally strong at that moment, and I was like, okay. And we planned on going over to her place, and I made all the moves. I was like, okay, we can just hang out at your place. And she was like, okay. We hung out at her place, and my flesh was stronger, and we did it easy. So if you're on this journey, it's not easy at all. It's not easy to be on this journey. if you're practicing semen retention and you have a girlfriend, you guys are not married, and you guys don't have plans on getting married, and you guys shouldn't even be meeting indoors. If you guys meet indoors, it's dangerous. Like, it's so hard. Like, I can't even think. When we went indoors, I can't even control myself. I was like, okay, I didn't even think about God no more. Like, and I have to put God first. Like today, this is the next day. When I went home, I showered, cleansed myself from head to toe, prayed to God, and washed my clothes. So I feel down. I don't feel my energy, though. I don't feel drained of energy because I don't know, maybe because of how long I've retained, but I feel like I have let God down, and I shouldn't have done this to God in any type of way, because I I I acknowledge Him. God has been there for me in tough times. I have encountered God personally. I encountered God on the 10th February 2025, this year, 2025 February, and ever since I encountered God, I told God I'm going to be disciplined, no more smoking, no more drinking, I'm going to be sober. And ever since then, I don't drink, I don't smoke. Till date, 5 months going now, I'm sober, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any of those things. I don't have the desire to do any of that. And even Satan knows I'm not going back to any kind of drug addiction or whatever. But the problem is lost. And even right now, I feel everything happens for a reason. The lady I met, the lady I fornicated with yesterday, and after I did that, to be honest with you, my world view changed totally towards women. Right now, whenever I look at a lady, I don't lust after any lady no more, because when I was having sex is cool, it's fun, but there is a dimension in God I have reached. There is a dimension in God because ever since February till date, I don't listen to secular music no more. I listen to gospel music all the time, listen to worship music all the time, listen to sermons all the time. So to the extent, whenever I wake up in the morning, my subconscious is singing praises to the Lord. Like, subconsciously, when I'm alone and I'm just quiet, my subconscious is automatically singing praises to God, to show how I have fed myself, my soul, with a lot of gospel music, a lot of godly things, and I terminate anything worldly music completely for 5 months. And I'm gonna be consistent, continuously. I meditate on God's word. Sometimes I sleep listening to the Bible verses, and my spirit's strong. Make my spirit strong. So this lady, in the process of having sex with this lady, I I got to a stage, because it was taking long, because maybe my endurance, because I think because I think that's how I am naturally, or I don't know how I got to that stage, but I tend to have control when it comes to sex. Like, when I'm having sex with a lady, I am more aware of my body. Even if before I started retaining in the past, I'm more aware of my body, more aware of the sensations, and I can control myself when I get to ejaculate or not. So there were a lot of energy flowing, and we're having sex. I was in the present moment, to the extent I was more conscious on she was having a good time, and I was conscious on what the process of what's actually happening right now. And I was like, is this worth it? It's like I was trying to compare this moment, having sex with this lady, compared to my relationship and my identity in Christ and my identity in God and my relationship with God. I was trying to compare this moment and how God makes me feel and who am I, my identity in God. And you can't believe it. There's nothing close. It got to the stage I was like, this lady, she's not even my wife. I'm not married to her. Like, what am I doing here? I got to that realization. So currently I feel there's a shift that has happened in there's a shift that have happened in my life right now. A shift that has happened right now in my life ever since that incident happened yesterday. I feel because God has actually opened my eyes to, I think he has cleaned every spirit of lust away from my being because of the dimension of God I have in me, because I see God face daily for months, for a long time, to the extent, and I totally cut off drugs, drinking, not anymore. I don't have the urges no more, but it was just lust. It got to the stage whereby I got to fornicate, and after fornicating, the process of fornicating, I was like, oh, what's this? And it totally, the hype, like, what's the hype all about? Like, I have experienced God to the extent I don't want my relationship with God to be terminated, or I don't want to feel disconnected with God. Sex, you can't compare sex, lust with relationship with God. I love God so much to the extent you can't even like how God makes me feel, the peace of mind I get, and I can't compare it with the sex. Like, sex was way too low. Like, the feeling, like the hype. I have sex a couple times in the past, but I didn't come to that realization. Whenever I'm having it, I'm always trying to please the girl, trying to please myself, and there's a lot of things going on, and even sex is deep. When I was having it with this girl, like, I was like, okay, we tried it first time. I couldn't even get off, and we gotta try it again. And to the extent it happened. And I even did it twice with this lady because I was still in her presence and what she was wearing. I don't know, like, I did it again. She was like, she wants me to stay over, sleep over. I was like, what? If I try sleeping over, we're definitely gonna keep doing this. And I was like, I was like, I had to head home. I couldn't stand it. And when I go home, I had to shower, cleanse myself from head to toe, pray to God, wash my clothes, and promising God I will never go back. So my message for this video is, if you are on this path, if you are on this journey and you have lady friends, or I would advise you guys to stay alone in the room, stay alone in the house, because the temptation, it's uncontrollable. Like, at that moment, I didn't even think about God no more. At that moment, even when we're outside, I have like 50-50 thoughts on how to control myself. My spirit was like, okay, you guys can talk outside. My flesh was like, let's go inside. Like, it was 50-50, something I could control, and it's not easy. Gosh, that was then. Hopefully now, the way I feel right now, I feel I have reached a dimension whereby it's happened. So next time, I'm going to be more conscious. Next time, I'm going to be more careful. Next time, I'm going to know how to deal on it when I'm with a female friend. There's going to be a lot of boundaries set. so it doesn't happen no more. So the reason why I'm making this video is this journey is not easy, but it's not worth it. God, your relationship with God, your connection with God matters more. Lost is temporary. It's temporary. Like I was in the process of it and I realized it wasn't even after I ejaculated or after I get off. It was in the process. In the process of it, I looked into her eyes. I was like, this has to be between two souls that are married, two souls that knows each other deeply, two souls that love each other deeply. This is not just something you can just have with any other person. I used to be like that in the past. I used to do it randomly, and I don't even understand how I even get pleasure from those times. Like I don't even understand. But now I've for 5 months on retention, being sober, on every day seeking God, listening to gospel music and seeking God's face, and my relationship, my spirit is strengthened with God. My relationship with God is strengthened, and I come across this lady, and everything was just easy, and we got right into it, and I feel there's a reason why, because I'm on here on YouTube making videos, godly videos. I can't be on here. I can't be, I'm not a hypocrite. Do you think it's easy for me to make videos like this, talking about all of this? I can't. I don't want to, but I am doing this because I have to be real. I don't, whatever someone says or whatever anyone says, this you can't change my thoughts. Like I'm just being real, and it got to the stage like there's nothing anyone is going to tell me like that's going to change my thoughts, because God really nothing. You can't compare anything with the relationship you have with God. It's more important than anything. You have to take it serious, so serious, and I do, and I can't compare it. So if you're watching this video, it's not worth it. Lost is not worth it. Like, I didn't get this realization after. I did get it after, but I got it in the process. She was having a good time. She was having a good time. She wanted me to stay over. She wanted me to sleep, but I was like, she was all over me and all. And I was like, I wish this was my wife. I wish this was a lady I really, 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 really love. I wish this is a lady I want to plan a future with, that I'm giving all my time and all my energy on right now. And this, and it's not worth it. So if you're watching this video, lost is not worth it. A relationship with Jesus, a relationship with God through his son Jesus is everything. Jesus is my everything. So it happened yesterday, and today I feel my spirit doesn't feel drained. I still feel alert. I feel, because when I woke up this morning, I woke up with the gospel. I woke up with sermons. I woke up with to keep my spirit filled, but I still was regretting. I didn't care about how long I have retained, or I did care a little bit, but majority of my regrets was, oh, I feared God. Oh God, I'm not supposed to do this, and I did it. Please forgive me. Have mercy upon my soul. And I promise it will never happen again, and it won't, because I believe it will happen again, because God have actually, he puts a certain kind of spirit in me right now, or there's a dimension in God. I have ascended into whereby I don't get driven no more by lust no more. I don't know if it's because I just had it yesterday and today and I still feel like okay, but I don't think that's it. Right now, I I no longer I'm not interested in surface level. I also went to the bank today to get a couple things done on my account, and the lady, the lady at the counter. She was talking to me, and I was just being vague. Like I wasn't. She was trying to get more energy out of me through the conversations, and I was like, okay. And I was just being straight up. This is what I want. This is what I want for my account. This is what I want for my account. She was trying to ask more something personal, like, oh, what do you do for work? And I told her what I do for work. She wanted to know more about me. Like I realized she was what if it's someone. It's not like I was being so surface level, I was being rude or whatever. It's just like it doesn't matter. Like I'm not really interested. And that's how it is for other ladies. Like if you get to, if unless we're you just want to keep it friends, yeah, we can be friends. We can be business partners and we talk about God, talk about Jesus. Or you try to be my life partner, then we get married and yeah. Or any kind of interaction and that doesn't lead nowhere. Doesn't lead nowhere and it's just vague. I'm not interested. So I'm making this video to you guys out there. Keep retaining, keep seeking God's face because He's the only one who can. He's the only one who matters. He's the only one who can give you the power out of temptations, out of your lust. Because right now, I feel He has blessed me with that power right now to not to lust after women, not to be lustful no more. Because He has saved me from being sober. He has saved me from addictions. And right now, I was only fighting lust. And maybe it was meant to happen. And okay, go have sex and see if it can fulfill you. And I went, did it, and it's God. Relationship with God is more, it matters more than lust or sexual desires or whatever. And I got to experience that my own self. Hopefully, you guys could experience such level of discernment or such level of dimension in God. This dimension I am currently experiencing right now. Hopefully, you guys can also experience it to know lust doesn't fulfill you. If you're feeling any void in you, just know that void can only be filled up by God, Jesus, by having a personal relationship with God. Nothing is more important than your relationship with God. And me making this video, I know it could impact whoever watches it. So, but for me, it's a lifestyle now. Lifestyle, no going back to pornography, no going back to masturbation or whatever, or no going back to lustful thought desires. Right now, I'm gonna be because I live here in Canada. It's summertime. Majority of the ladies here wearing tights, wearing skimpy dresses, and a lot of things going on. So that I know because today when I was working today, I wasn't able to lust after any of them, but I'm also going to help myself to try look upwards and not down, try not to imagine things and to whatever help I got from God, whatever help I got from God, that I don't feel lustful no more. So I don't want to consciously imagine, consciously observe, consciously bring those feelings back. So as I feel this way, I love it. I love that I feel this way. So I'm also gonna help my spirit to acknowledge and so we all work in partnership together. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you're in touch with a lady, it's best not to meet indoors. I don't know what kind of self-control you got, but if you can have self-control, but I don't advise it because that's what caused my relapse. And it's a lifestyle now. I'm not gonna be like, oh, day one today, day two tomorrow. No, I'm never going back to lustful thoughts or pornography or whatever. It's a lifestyle, and I hope you guys learned something from this video. And if God put it in my spirit to make any more videos, I will. God bless you all. I wish you peace and blessings, and thank you for watching. And I'm out. God bless you.